Hello, good afternoon, Sir Fernando. Hi. Apa.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hello, sir.
Oh,
Uh, I'm not sure if we're still waiting for some other people from your team.
yes. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir. Oh, para tayong may dance number, sir. Pareho tayo naka-red.
Are we still waiting for Sir Kernan, Sir Mark, Sir Fernando?
Noted, ma'am. Thank you.
Confirm ko
Or
lang, Miss Camille, kung makaka-join si developer.
sige po.
Iyan ko lang din. Pwede ka rin i-loudspeaker para at least makaka-join din siya.
Perhaps, sir, we can start po. We can start.
Okay po.
Sige po.
Good afternoon.
We
Hi,
have Sir
Cams.
Jimmy here on the call as well.
Hi, Sir Jim.
Yeah.
Okay, so perhaps we can start na po, no? So, good afternoon, everyone. So, again, I'm Camille, your assigned business solutions consultant from Globe. So, with me today, of course, is your assigned customer development manager, Sir Jimmy.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
And okay, and our colleagues from business development team, Miss Chris and Sir Tim.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, and our technical consultants, Sir JR and Sir Mark.
Hi, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, so as you know, the objective of this meeting is to present our proposed solution for your property management system requirements. No? So, before we get started po, if you have any questions during the presentation, please type them into the chat box and we will have time for questions in the end. Okay, so with that, I'll turn the time over to Mr. Mark and Sir J. Mar, and so they will be the one to conduct the live demo presentation today. Okay, go ahead, Sir Mark and Sir J. Mar.
All right. So again, good afternoon, everyone. It's nice to connect with you. We're gonna break down our session today into two parts. No, the first part would be the presentation of the actual solution, and then the second part would be a live demonstration. So we're gonna breeze through the presentation real quick. Hopefully, we spend around 5 to 10 minutes with that, and then for the rest of the session, we can focus more on the demo itself. So I'd like to introduce my colleague Jaymar from our project management team. He's gonna cast his screen so that we can look at the presentation we prepared for you. All right. So we're talking about Raven, Teams, and PM365. No? So this is a property management solution, but it's geared towards tenant experience. As a matter of fact, Teams stands for Tenant Experience Automated Management System, and PM365 is, of course, Property Management 365. So the next slide pretty much explains Raven as a system. You know, it has 7 patents. It has significant exposure within the real estate sector, and essentially what the system does is it allows the owner, the user, the service provider, and of course the supplier to connect and talk within one integrated platform or one integrated ecosystem. Next slide, please. Okay, so on the left-hand side, sirs and ma'ams, as you can see, these are the typical pain points of your conventional property management business processes. No, on the right-hand side, these are the solutions that Raven offers through its functionalities. So before I continue, let me just highlight the fact that there are 3 user profiles for this system. The first user profile is, of course, sa tenant. Meron mobile application yung tenant, which is downloadable on their mobile phones. The second is for property managers, they have a web application, which means through their respective computers and using a web page or uh, sorry, through a web access, they'll be able to access all of the information being uh, generated by the tenants. And then the third is a security access so that they can manage your visitors, your deliveries, and whatever else. So yun lang po yung tatlong user profiles natin for this particular system. So as I was saying earlier, kanina, dun sa left-hand side, yan po yung typical pain points. Tapos sa right-hand side, um, Jamer, yeah, thank you. So right-hand side is the solutions that we offer. So for example, for tenant occupancy, there is a leasing and selling module on the Raven platform. For the payment and collection naman, since alam naman natin because of COVID, medyo tough ang payment and collection on the tenant side because none of them can actually go out, or very few of them actually go out to post their payments sa banks or settle their check payments and whatever else. Meron naman sa Raven na remote billing capability. So for tenant monitoring, like what the tenants are doing on a daily basis, or if they have complaints, or if are they following the house rules and whatever else. Dati po, doon sa conventional process management natin, medyo mahirap po silang i-track individually. Where now, since they have a mobile app and we can track all of their issues and whatever it is that they're reporting, as well as how many visitors or deliveries that they receive, it's easier for us to track what they're doing from a project management standpoint. So security, we've equipped the security profile with health protocol functionality and the ability to manage visitors and delivery. So hindi na po natin masyadong kailangan ng logbook, or we can actually get rid of the logbooks because everything is digitally recorded within the Raven platform as well. Maintenance and preservation, we have a case management functionality too. So the tenants can directly raise concerns pertaining to maintenance activities in their respective units. And then from there, it's trackable, meaning we would know at what particular point it is in terms of how soon it will be fixed, or nakapending ba siya, or sino bang accountability, bakit hindi pa rin siya nagagawa, and all that. Exchange of goods. This particular system also has a virtual bazaar. So it's like an e-commerce functionality within your community. What that means to you is instead of all of your tenants going to the palengke, going to the market every day, or dealing with yung Viber groups or Facebook groups and whatever else, they now have the ability to just trade goods within the comforts of their own home, within the comforts of your community. So a lot of our other users deem this very helpful because for the developer side, saka sa property management side, they charge a transaction fee, no? So kung halimbawa 250 pesos ang average transaction fee ng isang household sa isang araw, at nakakadalawa sila sa isang araw na transactions, for 1,000 units, yung developer at saka yung property management office, nag-charge sila ng 3% na management fee. So, I mean, in a month, it would add up, and it could also be a potential revenue stream for the developer. Lastly is manual communication. So gone are the days na nagpo-post pa tayo sa elevator, or ina-update natin continuously yung corkboard natin na palagi nalalaglag yung mga papel. In this case, since there is a mobile application, all of your announcements, all of your memos, and even in some cases, advertisements from other tenants, all of this can be fed into the announcement board, and then it'll be viewable by each of your tenants using their respective mobile devices. So pwede tayo mag-target ng particular audiences dito. So for example, meron lang akong isang particular na tenant na gustong pag-sendan ng isang announcement at a given unit. Pwede ko siyang gawin. At the same time, pwede ko rin gawin na sabay-sabay sa isang building or sabay-sabay sa buong property. So we're going to go through some of these features in detail as we go through the rest of the slides. But before I continue, do you guys have any questions or clarifications? Okay, so I'll take that as a no for now. Sir Fernando, do you have anything?
No, no. Okay.
Okay, good. Next slide, please, Jay. Okay. So as I've said, the mobile app for tenants, it's downloadable on their respective mobile phones, whether it be iOS or Android. So pwede tayo sa Play Store, pwede rin tayo sa App Store. You have a web application for your property managers, your admin, or your PMO, Property Management Office. We also have a mobile app or a mobile access for your security and concierge department so that they can manage the deliveries as well as the visitors. And also, as an additional option, we can also provide a user interface through a mobile app connected to your service providers and contractors. Next slide, please, Jay. Okay, next slide. Okay. So, una natin pag-usapan yung announcement feature, no? So, ganito yung magiging interface niya sa mobile device. So, this is an example of an enterprise announcement. So, pwede natin siyang i-break down into several categories. Pwedeng lifestyle, pwedeng market announcements, pwedeng enterprise, pwede namang building announcements for your memos. Pero this is how it's gonna look like. It's scrollable, meaning para kang naka Facebook. So habang sinuscroll mo, nakikita mo kung ano yung pinaka-latest na nasa ibabaw. Tapos kung ano yung gusto mong basahin, makikita mo siya towards the middle part. I mean the announcements that were posted earlier, you can sa lower part of the screen. So once you click on one, you would see a picture, you would see a description, and we can also have links para pag click nila yung link, diretso, mapupunta sila sa isang website or wherever it is that you want them to go. Okay, so yeah, the next one is remote billing. The most basic feature of this one is to be able to upload proof of purchase. Okay, so we're also ready to integrate to any payment portal or payment gateways. But for now, if say for example the client does not have an active or an existing account with a payment facility, the tenant they can screenshot their online banking transaction for a particular payment for say association dues or rent or whatever else it is. Tapos, i-upload lang nila yung screenshot na yon, and then from there, it could be proof of payment as reviewed by the property management office. So the way this works is, yung meron tayong invoice builder, we can build the invoice from within the PM365 application, and then automatically it gets sent out to your individual tenants. And then from there, they would receive a notification by a push notification on their mobile phones. And once they click it, doon nila makikita kung ano yung breakdown ng payables nila for that particular month, or depending on the duration that you would set. So again, I just want to highlight that as a default feature, it'll be the tenants would upload the proof of payment on the phone via screenshot or via photo. But if the client chooses to have payment gateway integration, meron din tayong payment gateway integration. Okay, next slide, please. Okay.
Mark,
Yes, go Tim.
I think someone's trying to get in also in the chat. Si Gian, Miss Gian.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Okay, there.
All right, thank you.
Sure. Hi, Miss Gian. Good afternoon. Hello. Okay, I think she's in.
Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. Okay. The next feature is the selling and leasing module. So we know that for some developers, especially the bigger developers, no, what they have is either a partnership with, your Property 24s, your Lamoodies and all that, or they have their own leasing portal. Meron silang sariling website where they advertise kung ano yung vacant unit sa kanila at saka yung for rent na unit sa kanila. The problem with that conventional marketing the properties is only those that report vacant and for sale properties, yun lang yung pwede nilang i-market. Wala silang holistic approach. So imagine if you have say 5,000 units, tapos ang vacancy mo pala for those units is so much more than what is reported, hindi mo siya ngayon ma-market. Well, it's not really gonna be a problem because most of those units naman may respective owners na sila or binili na sila from the developer. Pero still, it's the tenant's need to have it occupied. So by creating a portal wherein the tenants can report, oh, I have 15 units in this particular building, 5 of which are for sale, 5 of which are for lease, and then 5 of which are occupied. You have all the information with regard to the 15 units that he or she is managing. And then from there, as a developer, as a property manager, pwede mo siya ngayon isalin lahat yan sa leasing portal mo. Tapos tutulungan mo ngayon na makapag-market yung tenant. And then in some cases, we advise then na you can also mark it up because it can also be a source of revenue for you guys. So kung binibigay na tenant at 10,000 pesos per month, pwede nyo siyang lagyan ng 5% na management fee or in some cases even 10%. And then and then from there everybody's happy. Next slide, please, Jay. Okay, this is visitor management. Visitor management, it's very straightforward, but it's also foolproof in my opinion. And then you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. So the tenant, if I'm expecting, say, Mr. Tim to visit me today sa unit ko, instead of calling the guard, instead of him filling out the logbook, instead of him leaving an ID to the guard, we've fixed that process. Rather, we deployed a more digital and a more secure tracking of the activities. So it's very simple. So I'm expecting someone to visit me today. So sabihin natin si Mr. Tim Henato. I create a profile for him. It has a picture. I can upload the picture. I can upload his full name, his address, his contact number, even an email address. Of course, these parameters are all optional for you guys. It depends on how deep you want the prerequisites to be. Also, the parameters in terms of what the purpose of the visit is and the expected date, the expected time. That's also something that I can enter. And will he be coming alone or is he with a party? Does he have a car? So do we have? Yes. So does he have a car? Do we have to prepare parking for him? Tapos ano yung particular ID na present niya? So all of these information we can capture using the system, no? So once I've created that, Mr. Tim Henato would now receive, as soon as he enters the premises of the building, he would receive a one-time password. The one-time password can be via text message, can be via email, or even be via QR code. So once the security guard verifies that the one-time password is indeed associated to a particular tenant owner, then that's the time na sasabihin niya, oh, sige, you can go ahead and go to the unit. Of course, whatever health protocols that you may have, checking of temperature, finding out if he has fever and whatever else, or yung contact tracing, of course, i-apply pa rin natin siya because the guard has that protocol to follow before he can send the person up. So that's the visitor, the visitor management part. So as soon as he comes in, there is a clock in time, and as soon as he leaves the premises, there's also a clock out time So alam natin at what particular point the visitor entered and left. So if something happens during the time that he was within the premises, so to speak, that's something that we can very easily trace back to that particular visitor. Next slide, please. Ito yung health protocols. Very straightforward. Depending kasi on the type of business or the type of company, these data points can be extended. No, so in some cases they even ask, have you traveled within, say, a 10-kilometer radius outside of Manila in the last 2 weeks or whatever. But in our case, just for the purpose of this presentation, ano lang siya, wearing a face mask, temperature, and dry cough. But again, as I've said, you can extend that to as long as to however long as you want. One of our features here is the integration of a very straightforward AI functionality, wherein pag halimbawa yung visitor natin hindi po naka-wear ng face mask, and the guard says, say, takes a picture of him, hindi magpo-push forward yung transaction unless the visitor takes a picture. Sorry, the visitor wears a mask. Okay. Next slide, please. Okay. This is the case management functionality naman. Again, it's very user intuitive. You just take a picture of whatever part of the house that you have an issue in, and there are predefined areas within the house, like say, for example, living room, kitchen, bedroom, bathroom. And then from there, you enter all of the information needed. And then once you submit that, the property manager would see what the issue is all about. And he has the capability to assign that work order or case to, say, your facilities department, your security department, or maintenance department. So once that's done, and during the duration of naka-open yung case na yon, the customer or the tenant would see kung nasaang level na siya, sino ba ang may hawak, ano na ba nangyayari so far, and so on and so forth. Next slide, please. This is delivery management naman. Delivery management, you just take a photo of whatever parcel, package that you want to get picked up or delivered. Enter in the information that you need to enter. And then once the photo is uploaded, you can now leave it with the guard, or the guard can pick it up from your doorstep. And then once you leave your unit, or once you endorse it to the security guards, for example, you would see all of the existing statuses, kahit marami yung packages na pinag-uusapan natin dito. So in this case, in the example, if you look at it, dito tatlo yung tatlo yung different items, isang envelope, isang toilet bowl cover, tsaka isang smartphone. So nakita natin na naka-pending pa yung dalawa, tapos yung isa naman naka-schedule na siya to go. So the same applies to even multiple deliveries on the part of the tenant. Next slide, please. Okay. This is our virtual bazaar. Some users find this particularly helpful because, again, if I'm living alone, say for example in my unit, I want to have adobong manok. So instead of going to the market and cooking it myself, my neighbor could have adobong manok, and then I could just order from him. So the creation of the stores, including all of the contents within each particular store, is approved by the PMO before they can participate in the a virtual bazaar, no? So full control pa rin dito si Property Management Office, kasi kung for example merong isang tenant na may bad records, or may mga complaints sa kanya, then it's the PMO's prerogative to allow that tenant or that person to participate in sa virtual bazaar. So this is just a screenshot of what the screen would look like. So we have predefined categories. Ano ba yan? Meat ba yan? Bread ba yan? Frozen food or whatever else. once na maklik natin kung anong category yung gusto niya, we even have pictures of the actual products, and even the items that were purchased, kung na-receive na siya, kung na-submit na ba yung order, kung paid na yung value. So here, yung PMO and the developer, they can add the transaction fee to this too. So as the example that I've given earlier, if one family or one household has 250 pesos per transaction and then they do it twice a day, tapos meron kang 1,000 tenants, you charge 5% on top of that. Imagine how much, as a property management office you would earn in a month. So next slide, please, Jay. Yeah, that's basically it. Before we move on to the actual demo, do you guys have any questions before we continue?
Any questions so far? Sir Mark, Sir Fernando?
Okay lang po.
Yung regarding sa accounts ng mga tenants, na-separate ba natin yung napag-usapan natin before na nakahiwala yung magre-rent dun sa unit owner?
Yes, sir. Pwede po natin siyang sorry.
Sir, bukas pa natin, sir. Ito report niya.
Bukas pa?
Oo, bukas pa.
Sir Gian, to answer your
Kahapon
question.
po, naglinis lang sila. Bukas.
Yeah, sorry. To answer your question, Sir Gian, no? Every entry or every profile is connected to a particular unit owner. So, yung renter niya, say for example, the name written on that particular unit can be different. So, yun yung differentiator natin. Alam natin definitely kung sino yung unit owner, pero yung naka-occupy dun sa unit at any given point in time, pwede natin siyang palitan or pwede siyang malagyan ng different entry. As a matter of fact, we're going to show you later on how the portal looks like for you to appreciate it even more. Pero on every level of yung profile builder natin, may document repository siya. So what that means is, halimbawa, for a particular tenant or a particular unit, lahat ng past contract of lease, past term sheets niya, and past move-in, move-out forms, nakasave lang yun doon sa particular unit na yun. Ganon din sa floor. So halimbawa, yung floor naman, nagkaroon ng repairs yung fire hoses niya or nagkaroon ng replacement yung fire extinguishers niya. Syempre, merong completion report yan. Naka-file lang yun for that particular for that particular floor at any given point in time. Did I answer your question, Sir Gian?
I think that question is from Sir Mark.
Is it from Sir Mark? Sorry. Sir Mark, did I answer your question?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yun lang naman yung kina-clarify ko. Thank you.
Sure. So basically, sir, to put it simply, no, yung unit owner, kasi kailangan nating malaman kung sino talaga yung nakapangalan dun sa unit in itself, no? So yon, nakatag yon sa system natin. Tapos kung meron siyang ibang occupant, pwede rin natin lagyan ng ibang tag yon. So depende sa umuupa. So ganun po
kasi
natin siya
check ko check din kasi namin yun, sir, just in case kasi na merong mga bad records yung tenant, para at least next time na magre-rent siya sa ibang unit, ma-trace namin.
Apa, definitely. Ganito po, sir. Jmar, are we ready with PM365 and the mobile
Yeah.
app? Okay. So, ipapakita po sa atin ni Jmar today yung PM365. Yung nasa kanan nyo po, yun po yung magiging access ng admin natin, ng property managers, no? Yung nasa kanan, yung nasa kaliwa pala yun. Sorry. On the right-hand side, yung mobile view, yun naman po yung magiging mobile device access ng mga tenants natin. So, Sir Mark, just to answer your question, J. Mark, can you please go to tenants, please? Tenants, tapos yung record ng tenant mismo, yung profile ng tenant mismo. Ayan. Okay. Yan sir, nakalagay dito. Nakikita niyo po sa ilalim, nandiyan po yung lahat po ng mga naging tenants ng unit. Tapos sa taas po, nandiyan po yung current tenant sa taas. Pero yung unit na yan po, nakapangalan po to a particular person, kung unit owner man po yung person na yan.
Okay, sir.
Sige, i-explain lang po muna namin sa inyo kung ano po ang itsura nung dashboard po, no? Tapos mag-move na tayo sa mobile app. Okay. Okay. So, mga sirs, mga ma'ams, on the left-hand side, concentrating on the web application, as you can see here, ganito po yung magiging itsura ng app drawer niyo sa pinaka-left po. So, makikita niyo dyan yung dashboard, property profile, yung different properties that you have, yung mga visitors na dumating, yung mga announcement na release nyo to your tenants, yung mga cases na na-raise, pati yung mga invoices, even yung mga facility na nabook nila, makikita nyo rin po dyan, and so on and so forth. Okay. So we're gonna go through it. We're gonna briefly go through it one by one, and then siguro we're gonna process some transactions using the mobile device para makita nyo how it intertwines or how it interacts with each other. So, Jake, would you mind explaining the different functionalities dun sa left-hand side natin?
Yeah, sir. Sir, hello. Morning. This is Jmar from Project Management team. So basically, I will explain to you the exact detailed process on how we can use this specific function. So basically, ito yung mga diniscuss natin kanina from cases, announcement, visitor registration, package deliveries, virtual bazaar, and the documents repository. So this is the web application, and then this is the mobile app. This is the exact mobile app I use on my phone, just mirroring. So basically, the logic between these two platforms is this mobile application is connected to the backend wherein where you can just enter information here, and then it will redirect to the. Okay, so start with the visitor registration.
Wala ba?
Hello. Guys, can everyone hear Jmar properly? Medyo mahina. Hello. Can you guys hear Jmar properly or medyo mahina ba?
Friday, may plano ko si Orenes. I-send ko sa'yo pag...
Medyo mahina. Medyo mahina lang, oo.
Medyo mahina. Sige. Okay.
Friday daw.
Sige, Jay.
May bibigay siyang
Ako na lang yung magkaano. Pero you're hearing me okay, right?
Yes.
Okay. Good. So here, first is the dashboard. So all of the data points that the mobile app captures, kaya namin siyang i-present.
Pinagsabi.
Microsoft Power BI. Power BI stands for Power Business Intelligence, no? So in this case, example lang kami for you guys. So dito lahat lang ng cases na confirmed, pending, in progress, and resolved. On the next table naman, as you can see here, is yung visitor count natin. So ilan dyan yung ina-expect pa na dadating, ilan na dyan na nag-arrive. Pero again, as I said kanina, from a data mining perspective, as long as nakukuha siya ng mobile device ni tenant at nire-record natin siya, pwede natin siyang palabasin as a report. So ganun lang siya kasimple. Sa property profile naman, Jay, please. Okay. So here, as you can see, no? So we can do different types of properties. Pwede tayong vertical tsaka horizontal developments. So yung ibang developers, meron silang schools, meron silang warehouses, meron silang residential properties, commercial spaces, pwede siyang lahat i-record dito sa loob. So when we click on the property, just say for example, we click on the property itself, okay? Makikita natin dyan, halimbawa, isang building yung na-record natin, like in this case, isang building sa Alabang, isang condominium, there's the number of square meters, the number of buildings or towers that it has, the number of livable units, and the number of common areas. So lahat yan may enter natin into the system. all the way down to the tenant information. So as you can see here sa taas, property, building, floor, facility, unit, hanggang tenant. So kung meron din-develop na bagong, excuse me, bagong tower dun sa particular property na yon, pwede rin tayo mag-add ulit ng property. Okay? So yun yung properties na part. Sa visitors naman, again, as we mentioned kanina, lahat ng dumating, lahat ng umalis, lahat ng nandun pa sa premises ng building, makikita natin. As you can see here, purpose ng visit niya is, ang purpose niya of being there is visiting, what particular building siya nag-visit, anong floor, anong unit, sinong tenant noon, tapos ano yung status niya. Yung status siya, kung pending na ba siya, nag-arrive na ba siya, umalis na ba siya, and all that. Okay. Sa announcements naman, okay. Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina, yung pinaplan natin yung announcements, no? Pag tinignan natin sa mobile app, later on, makikita natin kung, ayan, for example, makikita niyo sa right-hand side. Like this, for example, sa recent, yan, isang announcement yan na create namin in the past. So, nakalagay dyan, pre-selling now, this particular property, lahat ng tenants na we chose na makakatanggap niyan, makukuha yan sa mobile apps nila through their mobile devices. Tapos, the property management office, they have full control over how they want to build the announcement. So you can attach pictures, you can attach links, you can even attach videos through links nga, naka-hyperlink na lang siya. Pwede rin natin siyang gawin. So for the cases naman, okay, for the cases, very straightforward again, all active cases, may it be something that has to do with repair, something that has to do with complaints and whatever else. Na dyan nakalagay kung ano na yung status ng mga cases na yan. Okay. Yan, in this case, water leak on the kitchen sink, raised by or reported by Jaymar Aranque. Okay. Tapos, anong status nito, Jay? Solved na ba to?
Open, sir, open.
Nakikita natin naka-open pa siya. So, ano na ba nangyayari sa kanya so far and all that? So, when the tenant accesses this particular case sa mobile device niya, pakikita niya rin kung ano na nangyayari doon sa issue na yan. Yan. As you can see here, meron tayong on the property management side part, meron tayo ditong capability to assign it to a particular department. Ayan. Predefined na siya, pero depending on you guys, depending on the size of your team, pwede pa tayo mag-add or mag-associate ng ibang departments. Also, for the category, it could be, high, medium, low. Pwedeng instead na category, pwedeng priority yung i-assign natin. Alright. Tapos, if an issue hasn't been attended to for the longest time, it can be escalated to the next accountable party. So in some cases, some of the users that we've talked to in the past, umaabot hanggang sa GM yung mga cases na hindi na-address. Kasi nga, isinet sila na SLA tapos hindi na-follow yung SLA nila. Okay. So, facility booking, yan, all of the facilities na available, na bookable, dyan din siya recorded. So your function room, your conference halls, your swimming pools, your basketball courts, dyan siya naka-record. Tapos meron din tayong parking management. Sorry, packages pala muna. Packages naman, yung mga waiting for deliveries. Has it arrived? Has it already been picked up? Ayan. Okay. Tapos, yeah, as you can see here, you would also see the respective statuses. This last, next to that is the parking. So dito medyo ma-avoid na natin yung yung security guards. They're taking over some of the parking slots na hindi masyadong na ma-manage nung tenant kasi they're out of the country or say they very rarely visit their respective units. So ginagawa ng guards sa ibang developments, pinaparent nila under the table. So here, that would no longer happen because you have record of all the parking spaces and whoever the owners are. So once they do their routine inspections, or the property managers, they do their routine inspections, makikita nila what particular parking slots have cars that are parked to it na hindi naman talaga supposedly doon mag-park. Okay. The bazaar, again, this we cannot really show you or demo, so to speak, since we need tenant information. But as I've said kanina, it's very straightforward. It allows your respective tenants to trade with each other. I think documents is next. Documents basically, yan yung document repository na sinasabi ko kanina. We are hosted on Azure, Microsoft Azure. And in terms of document management, we make sure that on all levels of the profile builder, because we understand na ang tenant management / property management as a whole, it involves a lot of documents. So we've allowed our users to be able to connect certain documents to connect to certain profiles. So again, as I've said kanina, kung unit man yan or property man yan or floor man yan, kung floor plan or contract of lease, lahat yan connected. Pwede nating i-upload per user profile. And second to the last is staff management. So here you can enter whoever the team members are of your team. So down to your security guards with respective roles, with respective hierarchies, pwede natin siyang i-enter dyan. Tapos lastly is historical. So your reports, kasi once ma-close na yan sa system, automatically pupunta na yan sa history reports. So like cases for example, lahat na na-close na case, lahat ng hindi na active, yung visitors din, lahat ng dumating at saka nakaalis na, same goes with facility booking at saka packages, ganun din siya. So if you want to view historical data based on our predefined categories as you see here, pupunta lang tayo sa history and then you would see them there. Okay, so I think that's it for the property management 365. Pupunta na tayo ngayon sa app. And Jmar, I'll pass this on to you, no? I'll just chime in every once in a while.
Sure. So, hello again. Can anyone hear me clearly na?
Yeah.
I think medyo lang kanina. Yeah. Nagsasabay-sabay lang yung audio. But now, as you can see here, we have the mobile application. So, I'll just minimize this one. Okay, so ito yung mismong application na gagamitin natin. So as you can see, sa backend, we have visitor registration, package management. So lahat ng data na napipetch ng backend natin will come from the mobile app. So itong mobile app, think of it na ginagamit na siya ng mga tenants or ng mga users natin. So for example, I have a visitor. So I'll just click the log visitor. For example, I have a visitor tomorrow. So ang gagawin ko, i-register ko na siya today para once na dumating na siya in the vicinity or dun sa area, hindi na siya need pa magsulat sa logbook, i-interview ng guard, something like that. So, ilag ko lang yung visitor ko. And then, as you can see here, I have a history here kung sino yung mga naging visitor ko in the past. So, I'll just click the add visitor, tapos unit 15, since yun yung unit ko, yun yung nakabind sa account ko. And then, continue ko lang. And then, I'll just I'll just enter the information here. For example, my visitor is Sir Fernan Guzman. For example, Makati. Tapos I'll just place a Okay, so it will ask if your visitor is solo or have a companion with car. So para mabigyan natin siya ng parking in case. So and then also ID presented. So in this case, I'll just choose driver's license. And then of course, kailan yung expected date? So sabi ko tomorrow, so December 3. Expected time ng pagdating. So you can just select it tapos visit details. Let's say for example this is my visitor. So this is kind of a note to the guard para malaman niya kung ano yung details ng visitor na darating sa'yo. And then just click submit and then that's it. Once you click submit, it will go to the PMO or dun sa portal na pinapakita natin kanina. Okay? And then next one is the packages.
Okay. Jay, can we show yung visitor natin dun sa property management? Para lang mas magkaroon sila ng idea.
Sure. So this one, kita nyo, lumabas na si Sir Fernan. So iyan yung ni-register ko kanina. So of course we have a portal din na gagamitin ng mga security natin dun sa entrance or sa lobby. So basically, pwede nilang i-validate or i-validate mismo ng PMO yung isang visitor. So i-validate ko na muna using this portal.
In a way mga sirs tsaka mga ma'ams, no. This is like an override access, no. Pero if we would imagine for a second na yung guard meron siyang access point or meron siyang kiosk. By kiosk I mean like a device, no, a mobile device. Pag binigay sa kanya yung one-time password, pwede niyang i-accept yung visitor based on the one-time password that was provided. So in this case, pinapakita lang namin sa inyo yung sa back-end para makita nyo how fully in control palagi yung property manager or yung property management office. Sorry, Jay, go ahead.
Yeah, sure. So since na-validate na natin yun, or example, dumating na yung visitor na yun, so clinic ko lang i-validate. And then, of course, sa app, since validated na siya sa backend, mag-a-appear siya sa app na it is already validated or arrived. Ayan, kung nakita nyo si Sir Fernan, yung pinaka-last na item, yung nakalaga sa status niya is arrived. And then the rest is pending kasi hindi ko pa binavalidate sa backend or hindi pa binavalidate ni property management office, ni admin office. So basically, ganun siya na ganun. It's also a term of security since you have a history kung sino-sino yung mga pumapasok sa vicinity. So without using a logbook, tapos i-fetch nyo pa yung details ID, i-picturean nyo pa mano-mano. So using this one, it's all digitalized, tapos you can have also a very interactive backend pa. Okay, so I'll just okay, so next one is the package. Since diniscuss na rin natin kanina yung package, so and this one I have pending packages. I have a cactus sample package name, then another cactus. So basically for me, for example, I have nag-expect ako ng isang Lazada delivery today. So my delivery, for example, is an alcohol. So basically, i-register ko na siya sa app para once na dumating yung delivery ko sa lobby, hindi na magtatanong or i-interviewin pa ni security guard yung aking yung magde-deliver na sa item ko. So para mas mapadali, mag-iwas din yung bottleneck natin sa process. So i-register ko na siya. Just click this add button, tapos continue. Tapos I'll just put the details here kung ano yung details ng aking parating na package. So for example, Lazada Philippines. Okay, may packages ng alcohol, for example, 3 boxes of alcohol. So in this case, malalaman na ni security guard yung aking item na darating. So, may option din tayo dito na take photo kung ano yung kung ano yung itsura ng item. Now, you can pick an image through your gallery or take a photo. So, in this case, I'll take a photo lang. Okay. So, I'll just use this photo. And then, I'll just click submit. Okay. So, there you go. So, punta lang tayo sa package and then, andito na siya. Maglalabas na siya. Okay. So, this one. So, nakabind siya sa unit ko. So, once na tignan siya ng security guards, since the security guard is may access dito sa data na to, so makikita niya lahat ng expected time na December 2. Makikita niya sa kanyang screen na ito yung details ng item ko na paparating. So, mag-expect na siya from that specific tenant or that particular date. Okay, so since nakalagay dito pending, so I can just view it and mark it arrived. So if I mark it arrived, malalaman ko, magno-notify sa app ko na, hey Jmar, your package is in the lobby, etc. etc. So if I just reload this one, so andyan na siya, nabago na yung details niya, status. So click ko lang yung pick up para i-acknowledge ko. And then once I picked up, automatic makakategorize na siya as done or na-pick up na yung item to the lobby. So, ganun lang siya. And then, mawawala na siya dito sa list natin na incoming package. Okay? So, next one is the report issues, the most important part. If you want to raise or complain something, so just click here. So, dito makikita natin we have options kung saang part yung i-complain mo. So far we have 5 options lang, pero it's up to you. If you want 16 options, 10 options, it's up to you. But the most default or the most common category in the condos or in the properties is bathroom, dining room, bedroom, kitchen, and the living room. So I'll just click, let's say for example, bedroom. So lagay ko lang yung case ko. Let's say for example, a broken bed, and then my bed is broken. And then, I'll just take a photo kung ano itsura ng bed ko para magkaroon ng idea, CPM or do si maintenance department kung ano yung i-fix nila. So, sample lang.
Sample lang yun. Hindi talaga humihiga sa cactus si Jmar.
So, ayan. So, continue ko lang and then, of course, nakalagay dito pending or open. I mean open kasi hindi pa siya na-acknowledge ni PMO ni admin office. So if may access si admin office or si maintenance department dito sa backend, you can just click this one. So pumasok na siya sa backend, the broken bed, and then I'll just click view. And then nakita ko na yung details. So meron tayong steps dito ng pag-acknowledge sa isang complaint or isang issue. So pwede ko na siyang i-assign. For example, facility management, common areas, and then for fixing. Okay, so next ko lang. And then, pwede na ako magpadala. So in this case kasi, ito na yung resolving step. So if resolved na yung issue, then you can just type na kung ano yung mga actions na ginawa. And then kung ano yung root cause para maiwasan na rin ni tenant or ni user in the future yung mga ganung pangyayari. So in some instance, pwedeng hindi ma-fix nung, let's say, facility management department yung binigyan mo ng ticket. So in case di nila ma-solve or di nila ma-fix yung issue, you can escalate it to the higher management like maintenance management or property management department. Okay. So yun, ganun kami nag-handle ng case. So basically, nakaka-categorize siya in whatever type of issue or complaint yung nangyari. So I can just click close case here if close na yung case. Okay, so it will be closed. So ayan, may nakalagay na confirming. So if you're the user if you're the tenant tapos na talaga yung issue, then you just click check tapos tatanungin ka niya if the issue is resolved or not. So yes ko lang and then mag-pop up ng kung ano yung i-rate mo dun sa gumawa ng bed mo or yung nag-fix nung specific complaint mo. So it's terrible, bad, okay, good, and then great. So I'll just click great. Okay. So yun, mawawala na siya sa pending issues mo since fixed na siya. Okay. So what we have here next is VUCA facility. So of course, if you're familiar with property management, we have facility na pwedeng i-book. Like for example, function rooms, meeting rooms, space sa lobby, etc., etc. So using this app, you can also book a particular part of the condo or the property with a particular price. Okay, so I'll just click here. So in this example, we have these two examples lang: the function room and the conference hall. So for example, I will rent the function room 1. Kunyari may birthday something or event for my family na kailangan ko yung function room. So dito we have calendar kung kailan mo gusto siyang i-rent. Okay? So gusto ko, let's say Pasko, December 25. So ayan. Pwede mo siyang i-select and then pili ka na kung anong oras, kung hanggang anong oras or anong particular time na gusto mo siyang i-book. So gusto ko, let's say lunchtime, 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. So select ko siya and then continue. So I'll just click a title o details lang kung bakit mo i-book yung facility. So this is my brother's birthday, for example. Then some description. Then just click description here. Then you have options, event or others. So event lang and then I just click confirm. Tapos makikita mo na yung payment kung magkano yung i-book mo. So it's up to you guys. So I'll just click confirm. Okay, and then success, and eventually it will go to the back end naman, where in the booking facility. So ayan. So basically i-approve mo muna using the app, using the back end yung mga ni-raise na facility or yung mga ibinabook na facility. So in this one, dumating na dito yung sinend kong booking. So you have option to approve or decline. Mamaya kasi baka spam lang, nagbo-book lang, nagtitrip lang, yung mga ganung tenant. So I'll just click approve. Then once I click approve this one, so mag-notify na siya sa app ko na, hey Jmar, your request to book the function room is approved. So bibigyan na ako ng details via email or via SMS na kung saan yung payment, saan ako pwede magbayad, ano yung date or ano yung mga specific steps na gagawin ko. So approve lang and then of course magno-notify na siya kay user. Yeah, and then next one is what we have here is the rent or sale. So for example, I have a property. So owner yung type ng account ko. So gusto kong ibenta or i-rent yung isa kong unit. So basically dito lang siya papasok. So itong account ko already sent a sell and rent request sa PMO. So hindi ko na siya pwedeng ilagyan pa ng or i-request pa kasi since nakapag-request na ako. So papakita ko na lang yung details. Okay, so info. So ayan. So makikita natin unit 15, unit contract sale, kung magkano yung unit price and then payment terms, tapos contract status. So basically pag nag-send ka ng request na, hey admin, gusto kong ibenta na tong unit ko. So ma-notify si admin na, okay, iladagdag nila sa list yun ng mga for sale property and then it's up to the admin or the property manager kung paano nila ibebenta. Like, okay, ito isali mo na sa mga agent natin. Ilagay mo na sa blasting na this specific unit is for sale. So, parang ganun siya mangyayari. So, once na you have the data of all the for sale na unit dun sa property mo, then you have a great data na pwedeng ibenta. Okay? So, any questions po? Hello?
Any questions po, Sir Mark? Sir Fernan?
As of now, wala pa naman.
Wala naman pa. Okay naman, klaro.
Okay.
Jay, how about we show them?
Ang worry ko lang dyan, ma'am, baka mapupuno kami ng mga complaint sa mga apps namin. Okay.
Yes, Sir Fernand, we acknowledge your concern din po.
Sige po.
As a matter of fact, kaya nga po, once na pumasok yung complaint, pwede nyo pong i-prioritize kung alin lang po yung talagang parang may merit ba kaysa dun sa wala. Kasi yung ibang complaints, halimbawa, wala naman kinalaman sa property management office or wala naman kinalaman sa developer. So pwede po yung ganun, ilagay po natin sa lowest priority.
Yes,
ngayon po kasi, ang issue natin with conventional complaints or conventional cases, ang tendency agad ng tenant, tatawag agad sa property management office.
Oo. Yung mga verbal na mga vulgar words,
Tama po, tama. Ayun po.
Tsaka, sir, kami kasi naka-equip kami ng intercom.
Apo.
Siguro yung mga ibang kanina, baka hindi applicable. Siguro maaring halimbawa kung unit owner, malayo siya o wala siya sa unit niya, pwede niya pagpilit sa guard, di ba, sir? At least takip na po ako na yan.
Opo.
Okay.
Saka po, from a process improvement standpoint po, no? Yung lahat po ng hindi lang kayang i-cover ng app, yun po yung pwede nating i-communicate via intercom. Ano po? Yung mga pwede naman po nilang, like for example, re-raise ng issue, ko-confirm ng bisita, pwede po natin i-limit yung tenants natin, sabihin natin na, ma'am, sir, mas mabilis po kung halimbawa, sa app nyo na lang siya gagawin para immediately kita namin kasi minamanage naman namin siya. Parang gano'n.
Tama, sir. Tsaka dito, kagandahan nito, nakita ko, yung may iwasan yung parang vulgar words na harapan kayo na face-to-face.
Opo. Wala pong may gusto talaga
noon. At least dito, kapag by app siya, pwede mo siyang off. Nawala po. Sige. Natural naman nangyayari yun sa halimbawa yung mga face-to-face, yung mga conventional. Okay. Nakita ko yung difference yan. Okay.
How about announcements, Jay? I think that's very valuable to them as well.
Yeah, sure. Sorry. So, isa sa mga nalagpasan natin sa announcement. So, basically, you can use announcements. So, it's like a notification or message type. Para, for example, you have a specific memo or a specific bulletin announcement to a particular building. So, I'll just click here, compose announcement. And then, ang kinaganda dito is very targeted siya. Pwedeng specific building lang, specific floor lang batuhan mo ng announcement. So, for example, COVID-19 protocol announcement. Okay, so I just select what property or building or floor or unit or specific tenant. So, ganun siya ka-powerful. So, kung sino lang talaga yung gusto mong masendan, siya lang yung masesendan. Okay, so I'll just click a building. Okay, so since we have 5 buildings there, so we have 5 options na rin dito. Okay, so I'll just click the SATO one. And then type of memo, emergency notice, article lifestyle, for example. And then you can just click here the details. Kahit anong details yung ilagay nyo. And then if you have image or parang mas ma-capture attention ni user, so you can just upload a image here, tapos if may link, then pwede mo rin siyang lagyan ng link. So ano yung magiging itsura niya sa front end or sa application natin? So okay, so get back to the application. So yung magiging itsura niya is something like this. So we have here a sample. So this is for FINMA. So we're working with FINMA now. I'll just click the specific announcement. So that's it. So we have a commercial or advertisement na announcement na agad. So think of it like nag-send ka ng isang blast sa lahat ng buildings mo or specific buildings ng property mo. So lahat sila makikita yan magpo-push notif sa kanila, mag-email or mag-SMS. So in this case, pumapasok sa mobile app nila. Then of course, magno-notif sa kanila every time na merong announcement na isa-send si property manager. So ganun siya nag-work si announcement function. Questions po? Hello?
Questions po, Sir Mark?
Wala naman.
Wala naman, sir.
Clear naman po.
I think that concludes our presentation for today and our demo. If you guys have any reservations or questions or concerns at all, please reach back to us and reach out to us, and we'd be very happy to support.
Okay. And then, hello, sir.
Yes, hello,
Yes,
sir.
May concern lang ako. Just in case ba na sabihin natin, hindi naman lahat ka-technical, especially yung iba matatanda unit owner.
Yes, sir.
May instances ba na pwede kaming mag-input nung kanilang reports para at least meron kaming VIP setup dun sa mga hindi kayang makasabay dun sa technical natin?
Yes, that's a fantastic question, Sir Mark. No, as a matter of fact, we suggest that. So just to let you know, meron po kaming train the trainer methodology. So kung halimbawa magde-deploy tayo sa properties nyo, yung property managers, yun po yung ite-train natin para eventually pwede na lang i-train yung yung end users. Ano po? So in some cases wherein yun nga matanda yung nakatira, tapos kailangan nung matanda or sabihin natin tenant with disability ng extended support, definitely po pwede naman po kayo yung mag-assist sa kanila, or pwede yung itag yung specific tenants na meron pong ganong need.
Okay.
Ayun po.
Any more questions, Sir Mark, or clarifications?
Yun lang yung sa akin, ma'am.
Okay. So, Sir Mark, ako meron akong isang quick question. So, based on the functionalities that you've seen kanina, what do you think is yung parang top priority from the tenants that you have? Sa tingin nyo po?
Yung specs nung mobile apps, magagamit talaga namin yan, yung especially yung sa visitors.
Apa.
And then yung magiging hassle lang sa part namin, yung implementation yan. Kasi unang-una, yung back-end natin, medyo maraming pinipindot. Saka yung, syempre, property management, hindi pa naman kami ka-well-established yung ating mga position ng gagamit ng system. So, kailangan din namin siguro yung draft kung ilang tao, ilang personnel yung kailangan gagamit ng system para ma-estimate namin anong klaseng tao yung i-hire namin para dun sa magiging flow nung yung system para dun sa building.
I see. Okay, that's a very valid point po, Sir Mark, no. Pero you'll also be very happy to know na wala naman pong specialist na kailangan kayong i-hire. So yung conventional na setup po ng typical na property management company or development company, more or less yung mga tao na yun din po, kaya po nilang i-operate yung application. Pero I understand what you're saying. Maraming pipindutin kasi sa back end. Okay. Ayun. Okay.
Sir. Thank you.
Yeah, that's it. That's it for us. Camille, you can take the table now.
Okay, so if there are no more questions, thank you, Sir Mark, Sir Fernando.
Ma'am, sorry. May pahabol pala ako. Sorry.
Sige, go ahead, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
May tinanong kasi sa akin si developer na banggit ko lang. Gusto kasi nila is meron general report which is sila lang yung nakaka-access. Halimbawa sa mga utilities, yung payment, yung paano ba ang setup doon?
Well, meron sa deployment plan po natin, magkakaroon po tayo ng 5 standard reports na kasama po talaga siya sa project management plan. So pwede pong isa dun sa standard reports, accessible po sa developers. Wala naman pong problema. Depende po kung ano yung gusto nilang makita.
Okay.
Apo. So kasi parang halimbawa, kung meron po kayong specialized report na ayaw nyo po na nakikita doon sa dashboard, gusto nyo lang po piniprint sa inyo or sabihin natin pwede nyo i-download somewhere, pwede naman po tayo mag-configure ng report for that particular purpose.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so wala nang question, sir. Wala nang pahabol.
Thank you, sir. Sa nice presentation.
Yeah, we appreciate everyone as well for listening. Medyo napahaba tayo.
Okay lang yon, at least kung ano man yung alignment, force through rin natin sa kanila.
Yes.
So yun. Sir Mark, maraming salamat moving forward, kung ano pa yung mga questions natin, we have naman the Viber group. Hopefully we can align with that, and then makapag-push through, matulungan po namin kayo dun sa pinaka-requirement ninyo moving forward ni Camps.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then, hingi ako ng copy ng video ng presentation para ma-send natin dun sa mga hindi naka-attend.
The copy of the recorded session po, sir?
Yes po.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
I think it's on me.
Okay.
I'll send it all with Sir Team, tapos Sir Team na bahala
Sige po.
Forward, yes.
Sige, Sir Jmar. Okay, thank you everyone for joining us today. I hope that we had a productive session. Okay, so thank you everyone.
All
Thank
right.
you. Look
So
forward to
much,
seeing
guys.
you again soon.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
And bye.